What's up guys, welcome to Voicey here. This is your host, Captain Zach, and today's subreddits are r/IDontWorkHereLady and r/Today I Fudged Up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode. This story's called, It's a Costume. No, really! My office had a Halloween-themed sales event today where everyone had to come in a costume. Since I don't usually otherwise dress up for Halloween and didn't want to burn money on a single-use costume, I asked a mechanic friend if I could borrow one of his jumpsuits from work and he obliged. This was good, both because it was a free costume and because it had a comedic element. Anyone who works with me knows I have a medical condition that disqualifies me from driving, so have never owned a car, let alone worried about car maintenance. So I was at the bus stop on the side of the road in my costume when a frantic woman runs up to me. "Sir, excuse me, my car broke down and I have no idea what's wrong. I'm headed into work and I really can't wait for a tow. Would you mind taking a look?" "Oh, haha, sorry, this is actually just a costume." "Do I look like I was born yesterday?" "No, really, I'm headed to a Halloween thing." "At 8 a.m. on a Monday?" "Look, if you don't want to help me, be man enough to say so. Don't go making up a wild story." "I can't help you. I don't even drive. I've never owned a car. I'd help if I could." "A mechanic who's never owned a car? Why are you jerking me around?" "I'm not a mechanic. This is a costume." "I've got a baby in there. You're gonna let a baby sit in a hot car because you're too lazy to take a quick peek under my hood?" "Thought you said you were going to work." "That's besides the point. Are you gonna help me or no?" "I can't. I'm not a mechanic." "I'm not stupid." "I didn't say you were stupid. I said I'm not a mechanic." "I'm gonna call your boss and tell him about this. You better believe I'm posting it on Yelp too." "You don't think it's the least bit strange that a car mechanic is here at a bus stop?" "Turn around, let me see where you work." My buddy's company logo is on the back of the suit and his name is embroidered on the front. "Whatever, fine." Frantic woman dials and puts it on speaker. "You have 2 seconds to change your mind. You're about to get fired." "Doubt that. You don't know where I work." "Yeah, generic auto shop, how can I help you?" "Yes, my car is broken down on the side of the road and your mechanic won't help me get it started." Ma'am, are you sure you've got the right shop name? We don't offer roadside assistance." "Well, I didn't call for roadside assistance, but he's right here and he refuses to help me." "Ma'am, mechanics don't have to do anything outside the shop or off the clock. You want a roadside assistance recommendation or..." "You don't understand. He offered to take a look and took $20 from me and now he isn't doing anything. He's just standing refusing to help me." "Okay, first of all, bold-faced lie. I've rarely seen an adult lie so shamelessly and out of nowhere. Second, if I just ripped her off for $20, why would I still be there? It wasn't even a well-conceived lie." "Oh, well, we can't have that. You sure it was one of my guys? Did you catch his name tag?" "It says Mike." "Hey, did Mike leave?" "No, boss, what's up?" "Listen, I don't know who this is, but don't you be prank calling this line again." Buddy's boss hangs up and I just smile dumbly at frantic woman. "Anything else I can help you with?" "You're all just grease monkeys. Thank God I went to college and will never be stuck in a job like this and have morals and wouldn't leave a woman stranded on the side of the road and play such a mean trick and..." She was still going as I got on the bus. I called the shop to explain once I got on the bus and we all had a good laugh and my friend said I should post on here. So, here I am. Karen, you imbecile! Remember guys, if you need someone's help, it's best to be polite and not threaten to get them fired for a job they don't even have. And then when you fail to make a compelling case, which is inevitable because you're stupid, don't freaking lie. This story's called Don't Argue/Pee Off People You're Paying to Eat. So this happened last year on my 3rd shift at my new job. I work at a pizza chain, Domino's, that's located just outside of a supermarket. I migrated to Australia about 6 years ago and had become an Australian citizen before I got the job. Mind you, I had a slight American accent, but I can easily switch to my Malaysian accent pretty quickly. Here's the cast. There's me, entitled Karen, and my brother, the manager. My manager had sent me out of the store to go pick up some stuff at the local shop as we were running out of a few certain toppings. I sped walk down every aisle to search for the items, checking my phone because it was nearing the end of my shift, whilst also glancing at the cash out area. I finally found the item I searched for. I looked for the ones that were cheapest in big quantities when a wild Karen appeared. She started ranting to me about some stuff in another aisle. Note: my uniform is full black, black dress pants, black belt, black leather shoes, a hairnet, a black hat with the Domino's logo, and the infamous black polo top with Domino's written on the back. It was clear to any sane customer that I was a Domino's worker, whereas the workers at the local shop wore white blouse button-ups, black dress pants, hair tied back, and a badge showing that they worked at that local shop. To make even more of a difference, I was still wearing the apron from Domino's. The hat I had to wear also had the logo on it. I remember the conversation going like this. Also note that this was during my first week at the job.
What are you doing on your phone?
Sorry, what?
So unprofessional. I've been trying to get your attention for the past 5 minutes.
I don't work it.
Don't give me that BS. I want these following items. Make it quick.
She pushed her shopping list into my already full hands of large packets of oregano and chicken salt. Ma'am, I don't work here. I work at...
Stop making dumb excuses right now. Do your darn job.
At this point, I checked my phone and I was well over time. While the wild Karen was busy ranting, I ran to the cash out and paid for the items. Then, as quickly as my tired legs could, I ran back to the store I work for. I gave the change and receipt to my manager, who's also my brother. I told him the whole situation on why I was taking 30 minutes to buy oregano and chicken salt. He said I can clock out now and take some spare garlic breads home. While I was in the midst of taking my apron off, the door opened. Mind you, our door didn't have a bell on top, but it did slam pretty darned loud. Standing at the front was the entitled Karen from the shop. She looked fuming red. My brother handed me a couple of pizzas that were meant to be picked up. I yelled the name, no reply, so I placed it back on the hot shelf. I turned to entitled Karen and put on my most fake customer service smile and voice and spoke. Hello, welcome to Domino's. How can I help you? In an American accent.
You?
Yes. How can I help you today?
What are you doing behind there? You're supposed to be at...
Insert local shop name.
Working there instead.
Then appears my brother speaking in his fake customer service American accent. Hello, ma'am. May I ask, why are you yelling at my fellow employee here?
She, give me my pizza.
May I get a name then?
A pepperoni pizza now.
Have you ordered your pizza?
What do you think I'm doing right now? Ordering, you idiot.
Ma'am, I must ask you to lower your voice and not to speak to our employees like that, please. I went on to make the order, but my brother had other plans. He told me to clock out and would pay for the overtime. Even though it was Sunday and we do 10% surcharges on Sunday, he came home later that night and told me that he had the security physically remove her from the property. And now I haven't seen that Karen at all. And now, whenever I have a crappy day at work and someone asks, "How was work?" I reply, "Oh, sure. I enjoy feeding and making food for entitled, ungrateful Karens and receiving shouts of obscenities from drunkards for 9 hours a week. It was great." I really do enjoy working there though. Okay, I'm concerned because that woman should not be driving if she could not see, you know, the 34 Domino's logos that are on the Domino's uniform. Like, what? This story's called, "Today I Fudged Up by Playing Flash the Pizza Guy." My parents were away for the weekend and my brother was out with the mates, so I had the house to myself and decided to invite some friends around for a bit of a party. After a couple of drinks, we got a bit tipsy and started sharing our naughty fantasies. I revealed that I always wanted to play Flash the Pizza Guy, and they convinced me to do it, right then and there. We ordered the pizza and I stripped naked. The app said the pizza would take roughly 45 minutes, but there was a knock on the door 10 minutes early. I dashed over to answer it. As I opened the door, I was hit with a momentary bout of shyness and looked down to the ground. I quickly got over it and looked up. Wow, you're early. My brother and his friends were standing in the doorway. Their eyes widened. I froze and tried to say something, but nothing came out. Suddenly, a wave of embarrassment hit me and I abruptly shut the door. Crap! They were home early. Okay, that's unfortunate, but yeah, probably shouldn't be flashing people. Because, alright, don't flip out on me, but if you guys, like reverse the roles, then that's a court case, This story's called Today I Fludged Up by Spoiling My Own Surprise Proposal. Happened a few days ago. Throwaway because girlfriend, and possibly fiance, reads these. She'll probably see it. Hi baby, I'm still sorry. So, girlfriend and I have been together for about a year. We met abroad, lived together abroad, and have had a wacky relationship right from the start. Things got serious recently, and we're coming up against a big transition in the near future. I'm leaving ahead of her. We'll have to do the long distance thing for a good chunk of time, but neither of us are too worried about it. I threw myself a going away party a week or so ago, and the turnout for the event was middling. No big deal. I was a little disappointed it wasn't more of a success, but I also threw a party for myself, and that's lame, so F me, right? Some real head scratchers were missing though. Like, good friends I expected to show up, and they didn't seem too concerned about it generally. Weird. But I still have some time left in town, so screw it. I'll see them before I go, I'm sure. The next day, my girlfriend was supposed to throw a housewarming for her new apartment. A mutual friend texted me on the side asking for a specific picture from my girlfriend that she could get framed as a surprise gift for the new place. Now, because I'm a good boyfriend, I immediately tell my girlfriend about the surprise gift to gauge whether she wanted some gaudy weird crap in her new place. If she did, I'd secretly send the photo and we'd be good. If not, forget it. I'm just not sneaky enough and I wasn't trained for this crap, so sorry friend. We share a good laugh about it. She decides to allow the gift, and we go for lunch. On the way, she says, "Wow, I am so glad you told me about that gift surprise." I respond, "Well, of course. As you well know, I freaking hate surprises, and if anyone tries to do some BS like that to me, I expect a heads up." Cue pensive silence. She then starts in on this very obviously pointed questioning. "Well, yeah, you don't usually like surprises, but sometimes it's okay, right?" "No, darling, we've talked about this many times. I don't like surprises." But sometimes they're fun," and so on. I eventually ask her, and she brushes it off. Now, my girlfriend is a lovely and beautiful and smart and wonderful and nice good person who is the best. Hi again, baby. But she had been, let's say, irritable for a couple of weeks now. I assumed it was the stress of moving, me leaving, transition in general. Normal crap. So I decide to leave this well enough alone, not thinking that she had something planned, but that she was just needling me on my aversion to being surprised. We get home from lunch, which was nice, and we both go for a late afternoon TV nap. Or so I think. I wake up and she has her face about 1 inch away from mine, staring at me like a freaking cat about to start batting my eyelids. "Oh, you're awake!" Hi. "Would you really want me to tell you about any surprises?" Why are you asking this again? What's going on? Girlfriend immediately starts tearing up. Oh boy, sorry baby. I mean, yes, please, if you hear of someone doing something, tip me off. You're so nice and pretty, and did I mention you look great today? She then spills it all. She's been testy because she's planning a massive going away party for me right before I leave and has been for weeks. Everyone has hard confirmed for this party, upwards of 50 people. And she's flying in my best friend from the States, and the venue is staffed by her friends who are all in on it, and she intends to propose to me in front of everyone. This is a lot to wake up to on a Sunday afternoon. I assumed she must be messing with me. I'm a pretty astute observer, and this level of subterfuge, I would have surely found out for myself. This is madness. So naturally, my response is akin to, "Oh, haha, very funny. What's really wrong? Come on, talk to me." But no, sure as crap, she shows me the secret group text, the text with my buddy from back home. She bought him a ticket to come. The arrangements with the venue, it's nuts. And now she's embarrassed and mad at me for making her spill the beans. I still have lines from the couch cushions on my face. Eventually, she calms down and we have a good laugh about it. I'm overjoyed at the idea and even happier I won't be bamboozled when it actually happens. All is fine now. We're planning some shenanigans of our own for the day it happens. and I get to see my best bud. All in all is well. For now. I don't know. I still have a few days to screw it up. But I think I'm about to get engaged to a great, beautiful, cool, funny, intelligent, well-dressed lady person, and I couldn't be happier. Thanks for listening, Voicey veterans. I had to tell someone. And hopefully this dies in new, so none of our friends think I waterboarded her to get the truth. Cheers! Aw, that was wholesome. I don't think it really belongs in this subreddit because, all ends well. But that was nice to read. I hope it goes well, This story's called Today I Flippity-Doo-Dah-Dah by pretending to have a British accent for literal years. I was in a new high school and we had a monologue to memorize. In theater, I had a habit of remembering these monologues by doing them in an accent outside of my own. For some reason, the extra strain of speech always helped it stick. Anyway, I go a few days with a British accent. I don't remember what happened anymore, but for some freaking reason, I wanted to avoid what would have been a much less awkward, "Oh, actually, I'm not British, I'm just doing this for theater class right now," so I stick with it. I'm a little overwhelmed because now I have to do this for the whole school year. Another issue. I did my standard voice for a few days before the project had started. No biggie. Just get through the school year and try to lay low. So I go home, learn a few key differences, I was caught with the word jaguar early on, and then tell everybody that I was faking the American accent. I tell them I was embarrassed and didn't want to stick out. As one should expect, the questions about my homeland poured in. My goal was to just get through the school year and cut everyone off who saw me talk like that and just never pull that kind of crap again. Then my living situation gets worse, and I'm about to get kicked out. I move in with one of my friends at the school and end up falling in love. We start dating and we are now married. I kept up the accent. My plan was to fade it back into an American accent so slowly he wouldn't notice. And then when one day he does realize I haven't been saying words all English, I'll just shrug and say I guess it faded with being here. Since I know it would be long term, I give him indications that I wasn't actually from England but still had the voice. So my entire life wouldn't be a whole lie. Just to be clear, my partner does not think I grew up in England. But last night I got really drunk and my worst nightmare happened. I got so drunk my judgment was impaired and I let him know that the whole accent thing was a big lie. By the way, I also met a lot of his family with this accent. Neither of us are telling anyone. Whew. Social anxiety makes you do the craziest crap sometimes. Oh my goodness, this man, woman, or hopefully not child, went too deep undercover. Wow, that's just surprising. How do you maintain an accent for that long? I guess at some point it would just replace your normal way of speaking, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.